Hi everyone, this is Diane. I'm working on the covers today for these journals. I had finished this one yesterday and I really love it. You know, if you saw, I think it's Sunday's video, that I had a change of plan with the covers and I really love these. Normally I would, most of the time I think, I would make a soft cover, a fabric journal using linens like this, but I really wanted the hard covers and I love this. So I did a firm spine too with a nice chipboard instead of a flexible spine. So it's all just a nice sturdy journal and I love it. So you see I added the fabric. Might not be the fabric that I chose in the video, I can't remember now, but I do like this one. And added some tatted lace. And this is the cross stitch book, of course. Same tatted lace here, and that's vintage. So then I wanted to put something on the inside to line this. You can see I put on my pink and blue fabric here with some vintage blue rickrack. And this one just has, it's a cream color and it does have a pattern. I don't know if you can see it. It's a subtle pattern. And then this is vintage trim here. So I needed to cover this part and I decided to go in my closet that's in the office where I have sewing and all my book covers are in there, but I also have sewing supplies for journals and domestic arts supplies and stuff. So I was looking for my paper embroidery transfers, not the tissue see-through ones, but the paper ones. And I don't know where they are, but I gotta show you what I found. I mean, I knew it was there, but I guess I just didn't think about all this stuff that was in that closet. I guess this is where those paper embroidery transfers are. I didn't even bother looking at this. I just grabbed it and brought it in here. Yeah, this is my embroidery transfer papers that I was looking for the, oh, what do you call them? The papers, the end papers. Yeah, this is what I was looking for, but I found something else that I use. So I can use these somehow in these journals. So I'm thinking, because of all this stuff that I found, that I'm about to show you, that these journals aren't going to be quite as simple as I had thought. I also found this whole pack that says needlework, and I didn't even look at it. I thought I had all that stuff in the closet in this room. Thought I pulled out everything I had. They were needlework images from magazines is what I had in here. So look at all this. There's some magazine stuff in here, but also I found, that's a cross stitch. That could be a border pocket. Some tatted lace. These beautiful designs. Let's see what else. That's just a sewing machine book. Quilting. Not all of this stuff applies to the lace and needlework. Let's see if there's anything. So these are sewing supplies. Oh, I should cut this out for my cherry journal that I'll be doing. Some nice pattern layouts. So these are some hand stitches. There's a lady doing embroidery. I'll keep this out. These are just sewing pages. Okay, so this was mostly sewing, but I did find a couple things. But these are what I found. These little books with embroidery stitches, including transfers, that one says. And I used pages out of one of those books for my end papers in the first journal that I did. I don't need that. Okay, so there's some transfers. They are, oh, they're paper. They just look see-through because they ran onto each other. So I wonder if I ironed, if I did try ironing this onto something with this transfer also. Look at it, even transferred to that page. But some pretty embroidery designs. And these are just stitches. I can use pages out of those books. And I found some Aida cloth, which is used for cross stitch, and some examples of unfinished embroidery. This is crewel embroidery. This is already cut apart. This piece, oh, it's sewn together. I'll take that apart. And this looks like it was going to be a collar. I do like to use these sorts of things in domestic arts journals, but maybe I can use a little bit in these. This is just a stamped image to embroider. I have this piece, some more plain, I guess this isn't Aida cloth, but it's something you can embroider on. And these old pieces with the little flowers scattered. This is something about embroidery. It's got some embroidery designs. And these, I'm going to save these for a domestic arts journal, but they would be awfully cute in the cross stitch book. Some transfers or stamped images. Looks like they were doing this on a sewing machine. More Aida cloth and this stamped image. So that was exciting to find all this. So I'll incorporate some of this, not all of it, but I'll incorporate a little bit into these journals, I think. Oh, here's a cross stitch example. So let me show you how the end paper turned out with those pages. So I used a page from one of the books for here, and it's short, and I finished it off with a piece of the Aida cloth that has some of the stitching. It's not complete because this should be going all the way around. And then I added, this is like a flocked burgundy, deep burgundy, almost brown rickrack. And then on this side, this is the finished picture of this. And I had this in my stash, a piece of Aida cloth with, it's not a completed piece, but it's someone started a carousel horse. And I added some pink rickrack. And I love it. So today I finished adding the spine and the fabric and the trims to these books. And I need to do the end papers. This is the lace book. I don't have any lace making instruction books, so we're just going to go with whatever we can find in here. I think I'll use, so this is Hardanger, which when I see Hardanger pieces, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, Hardanger, I'm just pronouncing it like it looks. When I see those kinds of pieces, I have that word in my head, so I know what they are. I don't know why I do, because I couldn't explain it. If somebody asked me what is Hardanger, I'd say, well, I know what it looks like, but I can't explain it. And I don't know why I know that. But I like this because it kind of looks lacy. Hardanger embroidery is named for the Hardanger district and fjord in western Norway. Although usually classified as Norwegian embroidery, the work in its original form is very old, being worked long ago in Persian and other Asiatic countries in colored silks on very fine gauge netting. Okay, so we know it's embroidery on netting. And this is Swedish weaving. So this towel piece, I had a towel piece. I said this isn't Ada, but this is the kind of thing they do this kind of work on. And this is cut work. You can see they cut a hole. I'm thinking they embroider first and then cut the fabric out. And that can be quite intricate. I've seen some pieces. Let's put a rose. I like that you can see these other transfers. I don't mind. I'm just going to trim the rough edge off. And I also like that these are they're not black and white. They're kind of a sepia and white. But I like that with all of this cream and no color, this continues. And I guess it'll be interesting to see what I find to make the fabric pockets. I'm dressed warm today. I have one of my husband's old fleece jackets on because it's cold, and we didn't get a ton of snow. We did get snow. My car is covered in snow. I didn't go out. I should probably clear it off before the sun sets so that it doesn't freeze on there again, because I have to get out tomorrow morning. I just don't want to go out there. I didn't go to church today because there was ice mixed in with the snow. It started with snow and then it turned to sleet, and there was ice mixed with the snow, and the roads were supposed to be slippery, and so I just stayed home today. But it is quite chilly out. Let's see, I'm gonna have things going into here in a pocket, so I don't want them to get caught on any loose stuff here. I'm gonna give this piece a haircut. It was fringed. Okay, now let's move these things over here before they get lost in my pile of fabric. Find a piece of fabric. This would introduce some color, just that little bit of blue. And this is cut on a slant. I would want to make it a shorter pocket anyway. I think I'd rather have that part up here because this is thick and this is folded over and thick. All right, so the first thing we have to do is even it up if we can, because all the sides are cut crooked. looks good. This bottle is almost full. Just got some air in there. I filled both of my bottles yesterday, and it took a long time because the glue was thick. I think it might be because of the temperature in here. This is a nice crisp and stiff Ada, and I could put some trim at the top to finish it off. Can see through it. I think it's still a little bit crooked on the top. It's angled up. Maybe not. Okay, I think I'll look for, see if I have an applique. That would look pretty there. This is where I put all the appliques. This would go along with the neutral color scheme. I think that's pretty. And I think I will stitch around this. I could have stitched around those unfinished edges there, but I didn't. That is a vintage rickrack that is stained because of its age. And then there's just a tan color one. I think we'll go with this just because it looks so old. Okay, so I have cream colored thread in my machine. I'm going to go over and stitch around 3 sides of this. Wonder if I should use a lace applique on that pocket instead of that, because it is the lace theme journal. I think these are all colored. They're the pink and aqua. Oh, there's some white in here. We're gonna go with the bow. I know I have some smaller pieces of white, but they're not in here. And I don't think they're in here. That's pretty too, but the bow. I may find something to put on there, but I'm not going to look for it right now. But I think this is very pretty. There will be color in on the pages. It's not going to be an all neutral journal. You saw the digital kit that I'm using, so there's a lot of color in it. Okay, now for this one. I'm kind of thinking that I might not take this week off. I think it will be too hard knowing that this journal is this far along. And it's not even very far along, but it's far enough along that I want to keep working on it, and it'll be hard for me to not work on it. So I'm looking for these. So I might just finish these journals and then take some time off. I want to see what this would look like, how see-through it would be. That's not bad. I kind of like the blue of the transfer with the blues here. And it's kind of cute. I wonder where the ABC page is. It's not in here. D, E, F. So the ABC part isn't here, but that's okay. I think I'll use these two. I hope you don't think that this is ruining the book, because I think they're really fun. I had to respond to a text that I got and have a conversation with someone. So while I was waiting for them in between texts, I decided on this fabric for the pockets. It's that pink, obviously pink fabric that had the stamped design on it, and it says the Ladies World number 1608, and I like that. So I'm going to glue these on as pockets, and I was debating on whether to glue them to cardstock, but I think if I just add some trim to the top, it'll make them sturdy enough to be pockets on their own. I know that when I start the video, there's a noise when I turn the camera on, and I can't edit that out. I don't think that that was there when I first started making videos with my phone. Could be wrong, but it seems, at least it seems louder to me, and you can't edit out the first few seconds of your video. So you get it again when I have to stop and restart. Maybe once I splice it together, I could eliminate the second noise. We'll see. All right, so let's find a trim. I wonder if just a plain ribbon would be better than an intricate design, because we got some intricate stuff going on here. I don't think I want pink. That would just be too much pink. Maybe, ooh, how about a velvet ribbon? I have all these velvet ribbons from Hobby Lobby. Maybe this cream color, or maybe a blue. Okay, that looks nice. I like the blue better, but then I am a color person, so maybe you like the cream color better. I love color. Okay, now I think that's all I'm going to do today, but let's just see what these covers look like with their pages in them. I have the first pages decorated. So we have this beautiful book with the beautiful embroidery, the pretty pinks and blues, and you open it up with its cream satin ribbon, and this is what you see. It's kind of cool. And then there'll be a tag in here. I don't know if it would be this one, but Let's just see. Well, I glued that pocket closed. I think the glue went through the fabric. So something like that. That is nice. And I think we saw this one with the pages in it. Yep. I am loving these books. And I still am not going to keep one. So I said I love color, but I love this too. I love this and this. And then we open it up and you have yellow. And that's your introduction to color. And then you go in. You're slowly getting color. It's still pretty neutral. There's some pink on this page. Still pretty neutral. Just a little bit of color. More color. There's a lot of neutral getting into this book. There we have some color. So it's a pretty neutral book. At least this first signature is. Yeah, there's some color on that page. Yeah, these are going to be so fun to work on. So I hope that you are enjoying watching the process. And I'll have to figure out what the next step is before I make another video, but they're coming along nicely, I think. I'm so glad to have the covers made. I appreciate having that done. And now I can clean up some of the mess and kind of focus on decorating pages. So I'll see you in the next video, and I hope that you are having a creative day. Bye.